brand new year is upon us, and let's be honest, most people will treat it like any other year. Same habits, same mindset, same results. But if you're watching this, you're probably not most people. This year, you finally want to stop drifting and start designing your life instead. This year, you want to level up financially, mentally, physically, and maybe even spiritually. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to completely upgrade your life this year, step by step, without the cliches or cheesy affirmations. Well, maybe just a little. Let's get straight into it. Step 1. Audit your current life. Be brutally honest. Before you can level up, you've got to face the truth. So I want you to grab a notebook or a piece of paper and write down these 6 areas of your life along with one powerful question for each. 1. Health. Am I treating my body like an asset or an afterthought? 2. Finances. Do I control my money or does my money control me? 3. Relationships. Do the people around me push me to grow or keep me comfortable? 4. Skills. Am I developing valuable skills that future me will thank me for? 5. Environment. Does my environment make success easier or harder? 6. Purpose. Am I living on autopilot or actually doing what lights me up? Now I want you to rate each one out of 10. Please be brutally honest. Not what you wish it was, but what it actually is. And that's the hard part. It can be quite confronting to admit it on paper, but if you want to level up for real, please don't sugarcoat it. If your health is a 4, write 4. If your finances are a 3, write 3. If your environment feels chaotic, call it what it is, because then you can actually do something to improve it. Pretending things are fine is what keeps people stuck for years. Most people's lives aren't bad. They're just comfortable enough to avoid changing. And that's what makes fine so dangerous. Fine is the comfort zone dressed up as stability. It's that quiet feeling that things are okay, but deep down, you know you could be so much better. When I did this a few years ago, I realized I wasn't failing. I was coasting. I wasn't unhappy, but I wasn't growing. And in today's world, if you're not growing, you're slowly decaying. So your first mission this year is awareness. You can't fix what you won't face. So if we go back to the 6 areas of life, here's a quick summary of what I personally think each one should look like. Health. Your body is the foundation for everything. Energy, focus, confidence. If you don't prioritize your health, nothing else in your life will run at full capacity. Make sure you exercise regularly and eat right. Finances. Financial stability isn't always about earning more. Sometimes it's about mastering what you already have. Clarity over your spending, saving, and earning is the first step towards financial freedom. After that, you can work on increasing your income and investing. Relationships. Your circle shapes your standards. The right people challenge you, support you, and mirror the energy you want to become. So audit your circle like your future depends on it, because it does. They say you are the average of the 5 people around you. I didn't used to believe this, but the older I get, the more true this has become in my experience. Skills. In today's market, skills are a currency. Every new skill compounds, whether it's communication, sales, creativity, or business. If you want to grow, you need to learn a skill that sets you apart from everyone else. Growth comes from being a student, not a spectator. Environment. Your space reflects your state. A clean, intentional environment removes friction and fuels focus. If your surroundings are cluttered, your mind will be too. Try to have a clean office or study space where you can focus on deep work without distraction. Purpose. Your purpose gives direction to your energy. You don't need to have it all figured out, but you do need to know you're moving towards something that matters. So write down what you want to achieve this year. Something real, something specific. Not I want to be successful or I want to be happy. Be clear. For example, I want to lose 5 kilos. Or I want to save my first $10,000. Or I want to start my own online business and make my first sale by June. The more specific you are, the easier it becomes to take action. Step 2. Define what leveling up actually means to you. Saying level up sounds cool, but what does that actually mean for you? Most people say they want to level up. But if you ask them, okay, what does your next level look like? They can't answer. They just know they want more. More money, more success, more happiness. But more isn't a plan, it's a feeling. But if you can't define it, you'll end up chasing things that look like progress, but don't actually move you forward. For one person, leveling up might mean being better with their finances, paying off debt, building an emergency fund, or creating a second income stream. For another, it might mean losing 20 kilos, feeling strong again, and getting your energy back. Or maybe it's rebuilding confidence after a rough year, getting your self-belief back, rebuilding routines, and finding purpose again. Whatever it is, your next level doesn't need to look like anyone else's. It just needs to be clear to you. To define 3 things for this year. 1. Vision. What does your ideal life look like 12 months from now? Maybe it's I'm working from home, earning 5K a month, doing something I actually enjoy. Maybe it's I'm in the best shape of my life, fit, confident, and consistent. Or maybe it's I've built strong routines, I'm calm, and I wake up with purpose. 2. Metrics. How will you measure progress? This is where most people fall short. They have dreams but no data. And what doesn't get measured doesn't get managed. So decide for yourself how you'll track growth. For example, X amount of money saved or invested, books read or courses completed, gym sessions done, business revenue milestones, hours spent on focused work each week. Please make sure you track it all. 3. Feeling. How does that upgraded version of you feel daily? Do you feel calm and confident? Disciplined and proud? Free and in control? That emotional state is your compass. Because when your actions line up with the feelings you're chasing, growth becomes natural. It feels aligned, not forced. Step 3. Upgrade your environment. Your environment is either shaping you or sabotaging you. Most people think success is about willpower, but really it's about environment design. If your desk is messy, your social media feed is toxic, and your friends make fun of your goals, you're fighting an uphill battle every single day. This year, your environment should be your cheat code. Clean your space, curate your circle, unfollow the noise. Create a world where growth is the default setting. Because when your environment supports your goals, discipline becomes effortless. Look, I used to think I wasn't disciplined enough. I'd beat myself up for not staying focused. Until I realized I was just surrounded by distractions. I'd sit down to work and my phone would light up. I'd open YouTube to learn something and 30 minutes later, I'd be watching a random video. Sound familiar? It wasn't a lack of willpower, it was bad design. So I cleaned my workplace, set up a dedicated place to think and create, and cut out the noise, both online and offline. Then suddenly, focus became more natural. I didn't need to force productivity, it flowed. I mean, I'm still a human, I can't work for 5 hours straight, but the new environment dramatically reduced distractions. And it's not just physical, the digital environment matters just as much. Unfollow negativity, mute accounts that drain your energy. Surround your feed with people, ideas, and content that make you want to grow. Your phone can be your biggest distraction or your most powerful tool. It depends on how you feed it. Step 4. Build systems, not resolutions. Every January, without fail, people write down resolutions. Save more, lose weight, read more books. And by February, most of those resolutions are gone. And it's not because people don't care. It's because they're relying on motivation, and motivation dies fast. Systems don't. Motivation gets you started. Systems keep you going. So instead of saying, I'll save $10,000 this year, you automate a transfer that moves money into savings every payday without you having to think. Instead of saying, I'll go to the gym 4 times a week, have your workout clothes and bag ready next to your bed the night before and make it part of your routine. Instead of saying, I'll be more productive, you design your schedule so laziness becomes inconvenient. Block time for focus, set up do not disturb, and make distractions harder to reach. You don't need to wake up motivated. You need to wake up inside a system that works even if you don't feel like it. That's how high performers operate, not on hype, but on habits. Step 5. Level up your finances. Let's now talk about money, because you can't truly level up your life if your finances are a mess. You can be crushing it in your career, your health, or your mindset, but if your money's out of control, everything else feels unstable. If you have bad debt, focus on paying that off first. So things like credit card debt or car loans, these are your biggest financial drainers. Next, build an emergency fund covering 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This is your insurance against bad luck. This protects you if you lose your job, your car breaks down, or you have a family emergency and need to fly somewhere ASAP. Once these 2 boxes are ticked, you need to understand how money flows and how to make that flow work for you. Start by tracking what comes in and what goes out. Seriously, awareness is half the battle. Most people have no idea where their money actually goes. Take some time to review your bank statements and identify where most of your money goes. Then see if you can cut some of the bigger costs. Once you see the numbers, you can take back control and maintain it by following a budget. After that, you can focus on increasing your income. Someone once shared a simple but obvious quote that blew my mind. There's a limit to how much you can save, but there's no limit on how much you can earn. Read that again. It's so obvious in hindsight, but it didn't really hit home until someone said it out loud. Well, for me anyway. For example, a 10K salary increase will move the needle far more than cutting back on your $6 takeaway coffees. At the end of the day, money doesn't have to be complicated. It's as simple as paying off bad debt, building an emergency fund, increasing your income, spending less than you earn, and investing what's left. Step 6. Reprogram your mindset. Every version of you has a mindset that matches it. The broke you, the confident you, the successful you, they all think differently. So if you want to reach your next level, you've got to start thinking like your next level. Ask yourself, how does future me think? What does he say yes to? What does he say no to? What kind of energy does he bring into the room? What kind of standards does he or she hold himself to, even when no one's watching? Your mindset is the control center for everything. If you upgrade it, your habits follow. Your choices follow. Your entire life follows. The words you say daily shape your identity. Stop saying, I'm lazy. Start saying, I'm becoming consistent. Stop saying, I'm broke. Start saying, I'm learning to be better with money. Stop saying, I'm not confident. Start saying, I'm building confidence every day. Stop saying, I can't afford that. Start saying, how can I afford that? That's what an abundance mindset sounds like. So starting from today, I want you to let go of your scarcity mindset and adopt an abundance mindset instead. So what's an abundance mindset? I'm glad you asked. An abundance mindset is the belief that there's always more. More opportunities, more money, more growth, more success, and that someone else's win doesn't take away from your own. This is very important. It's shifting from I can't to how can I, from fear of losing to confidence in creating. When you think with abundance, you stop competing and start building because you trust that there's enough room for everyone to succeed, including you. These small shifts in mindset matter. Your brain believes what you repeatedly tell it. You don't fake it till you make it. You train it until you become it. That means rewiring your habits, your thoughts, and your language every single day. So remember, the next level version of you already exists. Your job this year is to think like them, act like them, and eventually become them. Step 7. Master speed. Action over perfection. Here's the truth bomb. Most people don't fail because they're not capable. They fail because they're too slow to act. They overthink. They wait for the perfect timing. They talk themselves out of opportunities that could change their life. And by the time they're ready, the moment's already gone. So this year, let speed be your superpower. The world is moving fast. And if you want to grow, you've got to move faster than your doubts. Start the YouTube channel. Launch the side hustle. Send that email. Ask that person out. Apply for the job. Because you'll learn faster by doing than you'll ever will by planning. And to be honest, I've been there. For much of my 20s, I told myself I wanted to start a YouTube channel. I had the ideas, the notes, the camera, but I kept waiting for the perfect time. When I had better gear. When I learned how to talk better on camera. When I had everything figured out. Then one day in my 30s, I finally filmed my first video. And instead of posting it, I sat on it for another year. I kept tweaking it, rewatching it, convincing myself it wasn't good enough. And guess what? I never uploaded that video. And when I finally did start my YouTube channel, it wasn't with that video. It was with a completely new video that I recorded quickly, uploaded immediately, and just hit publish. And in that one moment, my life changed forever. So take that as a lesson. The sooner you start, the sooner you learn. And the sooner you learn, the sooner you can win. So don't aim for perfect, aim for progress. Because done will always beat waiting for the right time. By the way, if you're enjoying this video and made it this far, comment the words "I will level up this year" down below so I know who you are. And if you're new around here, what are you waiting for, mate? Hit that subscribe button and join this awesome community of like-minded people. Also, make sure you follow me on Instagram where I post more light-hearted finance videos. And please consider signing up for my free newsletter, Aussie Money Club, where once a week I'll send you some money tips, major news in the market, or any cool live updates from me. And if you want to learn more ways to level up your life, check out this video on screen where I'll show you a beginner's guide on how to start investing in Australia as a beginner. And as always, thank you for watching, I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video.